So we were discussing about King Tut. We said that this is the figure of King Tut, the reconstructed figure with the help of the computer, that means CT scan, which was done in 2005. I have already mentioned. It was also mentioned in the last class. His tomb was found in the Valley of the Kings. I explained what is this Valley of the Kings. It was found for the first time in 1922. And it is placed him as one of the Egyptian ruler and recognized him as a Egyptian ruler. Howard Carter, an English archaeologist, is the person who found his tomb for the first time. There is a rumor is there, a boy who was roaming around in that area happened to see something special over there, and probably this news reached Howard, and 5 years of futile searching he managed to find out his tomb. And when he finally found out this tomb, it was filled with tons of artifacts, lot of things, golden death mask. I have shown you yesterday in the picture, which is now a famous relic of the ancient world. Relic means remaining, I told you. It still remains in the Egyptian, museum. His tomb was still in perfect condition, but his stuff was all robbed. All the stuff in the golden things, it was actually robbed, and now later on it was replaced. Tutankhamun, that was the name which was originally his. Now his name has been changed to Tutankhaten, which meant living image of Aten, sun god, Aten, living image of sun god. That means worshipper of sun god. His parents were most likely the Akhenaten and Kia. Not very clear in the history who are his parents. So that is why most likely his parents were probably Akhenaten and his mother Kia. He was born during the Amarna period, which centered around his father. That his father was a ruler of that Amarna period, the central figure, and during that period probably he has taken his birth. He spent his childhood in Egypt, his new capital Amarna. Amarna, the new capital of Egypt. There he spent his childhood. Akhenaten died when Tutankhaten was only 8 or 9 years old. So this Akhenaten, whom we consider as his father, not very sure, died when he was only 8 or 9 years old. Who was 8 or 9 years old? The King Tut, Tutankhaten. Since he was a young, A and Hermhab, these are the two people, very influential people in Egypt from the military defense side, were thought to have helped him with many decisions. Since he was very young, he was not taking independent decisions. The rulers, he was actually helped by the officials in the defense service. One of the first actions took by King Tut, that is Tutankhaten, was to steer his people away from the Amarna religion. Amarna religion is the earlier religion, that is before he became king. The brief period in between there was somebody else king. He had changed the religious belief of the Egyptian people by compulsion from sun god to another god, that is Amarna, and that religion is known as worship of Amarna god is known as Amarna religion. The first action taken by him was to change this worship. It is given in the textbook. He then restored the orthodox belief in the pantheon of gods. You will find that he is bringing back the orthodox belief. What is orthodox? The old belief, old style of worship to the sun god. This is the head of the mummy of King Tut that you see in the picture. King Tut had married his half sister. I mentioned yesterday. The name is given there. Ankhesepaton, whose parents were Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Akhenaten and Nefertiti. Nefertiti is not actually his mother. Stepmother means, half sister means the sister born to the same father but to different mother. After the change in the religion, they changed the name to Tutankhamun and Agensen moon. Tutankhaten is translated to be living image of Aten, but Tutankhamun means a living image of Amun. At the exact moment, Lord Carnarvon died. All the lights went out in Cairo. So with the death of this Lord Carnarvon, we find that a complete light, all good time in Egypt went out. Many historians couldn't figure out what caused King Tut's death. So regarding the death of King Tut, there is no conclusive proof. There is different discussions or conclusions or assumptions or suggestions. In 1986, we said 1922 for the first time his tomb was discovered. And in 1986, we can say around 40 years after the discovery, Ronald Harrison took an X-ray of King Tut's head. So the first scientific investigation or medical investigation that was conducted on the mummy of Tutankhamun was actually the X-ray that is conducted after the discovery of tomb 40 years later after the discovery, that is in 1986. It was Ronald Harrison. He took an X-ray and he found certain things. What are the discoveries made or the new things that they came to know after the X-ray? They found fragments of bone inside of his skull. That means there was damage on the skull. Thalayude porayil damage undayirunnu. And there were some broken bones in the skull. That lead them to believe that there could have been an injury including his head. So why they felt that there is an injury in the head? Because of the broken structure of the skull revealed through the X-ray conducted in 1986. The positioning of the injury was not an area that could be damaged accidentally. So where this injury was there in the skull, it was not an area when you fall down from somewhere that automatically you get that injury. It is some other place. That means that area probably struck by somebody. പുറകിൽ നിന്ന് ആരെങ്കിലും ഒരു കല്ലെടുത്ത് ഇടിക്കുകയോ ഹാമർ കൊണ്ട് ഹിറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയോ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ കിട്ടുന്ന രീതിയിലൊരു ഇഞ്ചറി ആയിട്ടാണ് അതിനെ what they called they have confirmed or rather they have assumed. The idea of King Tut being murdered was strongly insisted by Bob Brier. So that is why there is a theory that the King Tut was murdered. The injury revealed on the X-ray was actually normally not taking place during the accident. So there is a theory which says that he was murdered. He believed that a high-ranking official had killed King Tut. We have said earlier he was helped in his decision by two officers. One was A. He was a high-ranking official in his military, in his government. And there is a theory which says that he is the person who has killed King Tut. A was given the throne after King Tut's death, which would have given him motive to get rid of Tut. So what is the reason why, if he has killed, it's not sure, if Tutankhamun was killed by A, then what is the result of that murder is that immediately after the death of Tutankhamun, A became the king. Nksenamun, that is his wife, was forced to marry A after King Tut passed away. So after the death of King Tut, his wife had to marry this A. That is what gave him the right to gain leadership over Egypt, because A was actually not coming from a noble family. He was only a high-ranking official. Now, in order to become the king of Egypt, he knowingly married King Tut's wife. Otherwise, he could not become the rightful heir to the throne. Haramnab was also a suspect. He was another person, an official in the King Tut's official group, who had helped him to rule when he was very young. So he was also suspected. He was also a high-ranking official that helped Tut with his decisions, already mentioned earlier. Horemheb got the throne after he died and restored life back to the traditional ways. So he is the person who became king after the death of Ea, and he just brought the traditional ways back. That would have given him the motive to kill Tut. So if he is also involved in the killing of Tut, then probably this is the motive. What is the motive? He wanted to become the king after Tut or after the successor. All evil points to King Tut being murdered, but we will never know by who, because the many years that have gone by. So in conclusively, we cannot say who has killed him or he is really murdered, also not sure. And what are the thoughts behind the people which forced them to murder King Tut, that also is not possible for us to find out now, because many years have passed. It is an old story. King Tut's tomb was found in the Valley of the Kings on November 1922, mentioned earlier for the first time. Valley of the Kings in 1922, first discovered. It was discovered by Howard Carter and Lord Carnarvon, mentioned earlier. The digging of the tomb began on November 1st, 1921. The tomb was believed to be robbed twice because of damage they found. This tomb, even though officially it was discovered in 1922, 1921 they started digging up, but it was robbed twice. There were many valuables left untouched that are now in the Cairo Museum for all to view. So after the official discovery by Howard Carter, it is said that 2 times this tomb was actually robbed by the thieves, and that is why whatever remaining gold and wealth was there, it has been taken to Cairo Museum, and it is there for people who go there Egypt to view. The dig was intended to start on November 1, 1914, but they delayed that scheduled date because of World War I. So they were about to excavate, they have found out the position. They were supposed to start the digging in 1914. It is all history only, but they had to delay because of the World War I. The dig resumed in 1921. 1914 to 1921, they could not continue their work. So in 1921, they restarted the digging. They started the dig near Ramses IV's tomb, hoping King Tut was buried near him. They know that King Tut is buried somewhere there, the exact position they did not know. So they had to dig many places. First they started digging this Pharaoh of Egypt, that is Ramses IV, thinking that he was buried there. While near Ramses IV tomb, the workers were told to take down an old workman's hut, which then revealed stairs. So while digging there, they found that there was a stair which is leading underground. The steps were cleared, and down that flight of stairs is where King Tut lied. So they have one of the workmen, means one of the person who was digging this tomb, they said that there is a stair, and they discovered that stair, and at the end of the stair they could find out the King Tut's tomb. Now about the robbery that has taken place. Robbers broke into Tut's tomb not too long after he was buried. Now 1922, 1921, 1914, these 3 dates have come into our notice. 1914 World War started. They were supposed to start the digging, but then because of the World War, they have not continued, stopped the activity. 21 they again continued, and then finally they found his tomb or the body in 1922, first entry. And it is said that soon after the King Tut was buried, the robbers have looted the tomb. They had been caught in the act, and then the tomb was reorganized and resealed. So these robbers who had stolen, they were caught by the police or the officials, and once again it was resealed. His tomb was resealed. Later on, workmen built huts over the king's tomb, obstructing it. So after that, what happened? The workmen, they have made houses, small hut on top of the Tut's tomb, so that no more robbers will enter inside. After that, flooding caused the tomb to be hidden for thousands of years to come. After that, there was a flood, and the tomb was hidden for thousands of years. After King Tut's tomb was opened, many horrible events took place, which lead people to believe that it was a curse. This is what the video we have seen just before breaking for Onam break. The King Tut's tomb was opened, many horrible events. That means the people who are associated with the opening of the King Tut, they had to just face lot of curse, or rather it is believed that they were cursed by the king, and then many of them faced unfortunate, uncertain death. It was said that whoever entered the tomb would be cursed by the wrath of the mummy. Wrath means anger. Wrath of the mummy. Anger of the mummy. Anyone who just disturb the peaceful sleep of the king, they will be cursed by the sleeping king. That is mummy. That was a belief. Lord Carnarvon, he is the person who was with Lord Howard Carter, not Lord, Howard Carter, who first in the team to excavate his tomb. Funded the excavation. He is the person who has financed the excavation and died shortly after discovery. Paisa Mudakya Manishanana. He spent all the expenditure, met all the expenditure. He had to die unexpectedly shortly after the discovery. So it is believed that it was curse of the mummy. He died from the bite of a mosquito, which got later aggravated by shaving. It then became infected and caused him to die. So there was a theory which says that the King Tut was also he also died a natural death, probably by the bite of a mosquito. So that is why different theories are there. So here this Lord Carnarvon, and Britisher, a noble who funded this excavation, he died immediately after the excavation because of the poisoning from a mosquito bite, and then the infection flared after shaving, and then he died. The media went crazy over Lord Carnarvon's death. They thought it was the curse of King Tut that killed him. So media went on expressing that it is because of the curse that this person has died. Another story that surfaced was about Howard Carter's pet canary being killed by a cobra. So there is another story which speaks about that Howard Carter was in the same team. Lord Carnarvon, means the person who was discovered in 1922, is canary was actually killed. His bird was actually killed. Valathunna oru pashiyana canary was actually killed by a snake bite. Howard Carter himself was not affected by the mummy curse, but Howard Carter definitely he was not affected. He was not cursed also. The curse had not been proven true or false, and is left up for you yourself to decide what you believe. Now, ഈ പറഞ്ഞ കാര്യങ്ങളൊക്കെ ശരിയാണോ ഇല്ലയോ എന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഡിസൈഡ് ചെയ്യാം, because it is not proved. Some people met death, but Howard Carter, he was not affected. The bird died of snake bite. It may be natural one, and Lord Carnarvon's death, even though it is associated with the curse of the king, it is not proved. There was few slides which was a repetition, that's why I went on. Some of the inscriptions that were in the tomb, it is given here. This is an inscription that was when it was opened in a tomb, and it's what you call the English translations are given here. This sign means brother, this means companion. Like this, inscriptions were found in the tomb. Lot of inscriptions were there. Another one. Now some of the treasures that we find inside the tomb of Tutankhamun, you can find here. Some of the treasures are shown here, pictures are shown here, all gold plated. It was inside the tomb. It was believed that rich people, the noble people, the kings, etc., when they die, they can carry all their wealth with them for use of their next birth. അടുത്ത ജന്മത്തിൽ ഉപയോഗിക്കാൻ അവർക്ക് carry ചെയ്യാൻ വിശ്വസിച്ചിരുന്നു. This is one of the treasure which was found in the tomb, now has been taken and placed in the Cairo Museum in Egypt. The people used to go to see all these things. You see another one. These are all gold plated. You see his mummy shaped coffin, the mask, rod, all this. You see, completely plated with the gold. You can see pure gold. Face mask. Why I am showing you this? When you just enter into the lesson, all this comes into discussion, and that time you will not be able to go back to this. This is some events about the prehistoric period 7,000 to 4,950. Period can be best characterized by the evolutionary nature of the hunter gatherers departing from the Neolithic form, a variant of an agriculture farming society. Pyramid is there, Old Kingdom, 2650 to 2021-34 BC. The most prominent ancient ruin of Saqqara is the step pyramid of Sosur, the pharaoh who founded the La dynasty. Sosur was the first pharaoh to envision the more grandiose burial complex. The Great Pyramid at the Gizas, presumed to have been completed in this year. Sosur built the step pyramid at Saqqara. We study in history. Pyramid, site of the pyramid. We have seen Phoenix, the Middle Kingdom, architecture of the Middle Kingdom. You see, the writing began during the Middle Kingdom, which lasted for the 11th dynasty to the 17th dynasty. During the existence of the Middle Kingdom, writing began. The most famous of all the kings found in the Valley of the King was the Tutankhamun, also known as the King Tut. He died in 1343 BC. It is thought that he was murdered by an official because his skull was bashed in and only a person of great importance could get near enough to harm him. Why it was believed that he was murdered by an official? Because you cannot go, ordinary people cannot go nearer to the king. Just behind his skull here, as if someone has hit him, it was actually bashed open. ഉള്ളിലേക്ക് തള്ളിപ്പോയിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഇതേമാതിരിയുള്ള ഒരു ഐഡിയ വന്നത്. You can see the mask again. Mask nearby. You see it's different sites. This is a picture or the graph, we can say, where the body is there and different chambers. Again, this is the structure of the computer construction. We are going to the lesson. When you go to the lesson, we come to the computer construction. In the computer construction, you can see that this is a picture which will be created. The site of the coffin, when it in the room, you can find here the pictures of the god and goddesses painted there. This is Tut's chamber. Tut's body was kept there only. Howard pictures, Museum of Antiquities, Cairo, Egypt. Even though we are not able to go there, this is a site of the outside site of the Museum of Cairo in Egypt. The New Kingdom. Ramses the Great, the third of the ruler Egypt's 19th dynasty during the prosperous New Kingdom, which is related to that. Ramses II, 4 colossal 20-meter statue of the pharaoh with a double crown of upper and lower Egypt decorate the facade of the temple, which is 35 meter wide and is topped by a frieze with 22 baboons flanking the entrance leg of the statue. Nefertari, the most important and famous consort of Ramses. This wall painting decoration is generally regarded as one of the greatest achievements of the ancient Egyptian art. Submerged temple, the temple which has gone and submerged underwater. The cost of the awesome dam includes the loss of ancient historical sites. Pictures from the old Egyptian. You can find different pictures like this. King Tut died at the age of 18 or 19, not sure, was coronated king at the age of 8 or 9. How did he die? Not sure. This question was not been answered even today. But recent research shows that he was murdered. There is also another query that who murdered him? Nobody knows. The main suspects are A, his grandfather, and Vizier, and Horoscope, his commander-in-chief. And his wife also is a suspect. He died when he was 18 years old. Some vocabulary that we come across in the lesson, you can just go through it. When we get into the lesson, it will be easy for us to understand. Forensic reconstruction. Scientific analysis of human body is known as forensic reconstruction. Reconstruction means coming alive again. Re means scaring and threatening. Funerary treasures, valuable things buried with the king. Circumvent means surround. Tutankhamun's death. Now we will come to this last part of the lesson in the next, after completion of the lesson only. Now from